Hello, my name is Deanne from the Quilted Forest, and I'm going to share with you a couple of different ways of doing half square triangles. The first method is triangles on a roll, and this is a book explaining how to use the triangles on a roll. And in this book, there's 16 different projects using a 1-inch to a 4.5-inch paper. And here I have put together paper to do it. You have your right sides together, and on the paper it tells you where to sew. You just follow the arrows on the dotted lines, and the solid line is where you cut. And you just completely follow the arrows. And here, once you get it sewn together and cut, you cut them apart. You tear your paper off, and here you have a nicely finished half square triangle. And it shows it here on this sample too. See how nicely your squares end up. And another method to do it is this folded corner clipper. And I'm going to show you how that works. And I happen to be working with a 2.5-inch square. So there, again, right sides together on my strips. You lay your ruler on there, right on the 2.5-inch, because that's where my strips are. You cut along here, and this dotted line is where you're going to sew, so that they allow your 1/4 inch there. And then you cut right along here. This is what you get. Your right sides are together. You lay your foot to your sewing machine on there, and since your right sides are together, you already have a square, and then you press it open, and once again you have a nice finished square. And also with the folded square, I like how it does binding. So you have, this time, right sides are up. Get this out of the way. Right sides are up. Lay your ruler on there because it's their 2.5-inch strips. Cut. And then as binding, you have to flip one and see how nicely they fit. Sewing. 1/4 inch. And then here's your nice finished binding put together. And that's one way to do half square triangles. Now Shelley is going to share another method.
So one of my favorite ways to make half square triangles is the Thangles method. And I have a quilt here on the table that uses 2 different sizes of Thangles and along with squares of fabric. So what Thangles are a way to make half square triangles without cutting triangles. So you start with strips of fabric, right, like here I have a light and a dark. You're going to put them right sides together. If you put the light fabric next to the Thangle paper, you will, at the end of the step, automatically press towards the dark. So what you want to do is pin those 3 layers together. So you've got your paper on top, your light fabric face down, and your dark fabric face up. You'll pin it together. You want to pin where your pins are the same angle that these lines are. So pin it 3 places. Then you're going to sew on the dotted lines on all 3. And when I'm doing multiple Thangle units, I can put these through the machine one right after other, chain stitching them together just like you would regular things that you're piecing. Once you get it sewn, you are going to cut on the solid lines there and then right there. You'll have pieces like this. And when I've got my rotary cutter out, I will go ahead and 2 of the dog ears are automatically going to be already done for you on these 2 ends. So I will go in and cut my other little dog ears off so I don't have to do any trimming that way. And then once you have this step done, you want to leave the papers in to press. What that's going to do is give you some stability on this seam right here. And then once you have gotten all your pieces pressed, you're just going to go in and take the paper off. Just a little quick snap of the paper and you're done. Perfect half square triangles. The Thangles come in sizes from a 1/2 inch finished, which are very, very tiny, all the way up to 4-inch finished. They have bigger sizes, but that's another demo. And they have any kind of sizes you need. And then for the trimming, she also has a ruler for helping you to trim. And the nice thing about the ruler is it fits in your hand like this, so you can easily go through and trim all your pieces. And then she also does project packs, like the one on the table here. That one is called the Milky Way quilt, and it has both sizes of Thangles that you need and the pattern in the package. And then there's a few others that they do. And the nice thing is everything's in there that you need to do the pattern. Another one that we have is Fat Quarter Pot Pie, and that is this quilt right here. And we have a bundle for the darks and a bundle for the lights. And then the leftover pieces made the scrappy binding all the way around. So that was all you need, is the Thangles and then 2 bundles. And then we have starter packs for this kit on the table that has all the pretty sherbet batiks in it, so you can get a good start on that, and then you buy whatever white that you like. So if you have any questions about making half square triangles, just give us a call and we'll be happy to help you. Otherwise, happy quilting. Thank you.